So anyway, whatever. Anyway, I recorded something and then I stopped it and I'm re-recording now. So anyway, this message is for Keith Parker. I actually love that you love the video where I explain the point system for men and women. Just so you know, in that point system, if you give a woman 100 roses, you get 1 point. If you get a woman 1 rose, you get 1 point. You give her a compliment, you get 1 point. So like, it doesn't matter how big the gift is. Her love language is gifts. If you get her a diamond ring, it's only 1 point, right? So you still need to give her words of affection and confirm it. You still need to be like, honey, you're beautiful. Honey, I love you. Like, no, that's just the way it works. It works that way for women. Women need the reassurance and the affirmation. They need it. It's a desire.
Diamond ring and only give a diamond ring and only get 1 point.
You only get 1 point.
That system is rigged.
You only get 1 point.
You get the same amount of points after 1 rose or 100 roses.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
That's the way it works for women.
That's dumb. There should be at least some incrementally fucking whatever for the amount of roses that you get or something.
No.
If you come home and the apartment is filled with roses, that is not going to mean anything more to you.
You might get 2 points.
Rose. You're a terrible human being. And you should feel bad.
That's the way it works. That's the way it works for women. I'm sorry. So if you give a woman 4 hugs a day, you get 4 points. I mean, that stacks up your points because women, like I said, you get 3. She gets 3 for being home all day as well, for being a partner.
What
and
if I come over and goose her? Just thumb right in the butthole.
That's not a point.
That should be 2 points.
No. But, like, you know, you just get 3 points a day, all right? And then she's stacking up points because she will give herself a point for knowing what the man likes. So if she got you blueberry muffins at the store knowing that you like blueberries, boom, point. Like, you know, she makes you iced tea because she knows that you like iced tea, boom, point. Men, do not tell your women that only takes 60 seconds to do. James tells me that all the time. So after a while, I'm like, I feel unappreciated, and I'm just like, fine, it takes 60 seconds. You could do it and see how long it takes because it takes like 2 hours. So, you know, because in the Yorkshire you have to cool the tea and this and that, and you know, I'm taking time away from my daughter to make him coffee and stuff. So it takes a lot more time than he thinks, and everything is 60 seconds for. Oh, that takes 60 seconds. That takes 60 seconds. So it's like, okay, fine. Then you prepare your clothes, and you prepare your coffee, then you make your own tea every once in a while. You do it. So. You know, so men, don't downplay what your women do, and women don't downplay what your men do, because that creates a lot of headache and stuff in your relationship. So, you know, and I really do appreciate James for working outside the house, but it's in a woman's head, that's a point, because I work all day too. So, you know. But yeah, so it doesn't matter how big the gift is, it's still a point. So you still have to give your wife 4 hugs a day. Give her a hug and a kiss in the morning, that's 2 points. Point for a hug, point for a kiss. Give her a hug and a kiss when you come home, that's 2 points. Give her a hug and a kiss before bed. Tell her how beautiful she is every day, that's another point right there. I mean, it's easy to stack up points if you know what you're doing. And you know, because she's going to be like, okay, we both have 3 points, it's 0 points on both sides. And then she'll be like, I made 30 points today, I made him his favorite dinner. Ooh, that's major points for a woman. I got him what he wanted from the store. That's a point. Like, you know, so, you know, she is going to be like, I know him. That's a point. Like, knowing what you like and what you want from the store, that's a point for her without having to ask you. So, you know, like, men, stack up the points as well, because if you know what you're doing, you can make your women super happy, and, you know, you could have that love and affection that you want inside the house. That you guys thrive for as well. You know, if your woman's not happy, men feel like it's their job to make their women happy. It's not. It's the woman's fault. If she's unhappy, she has to make herself happy. She's an adult, just like men are adults. I mean, it's great to have that bonus of women and men being nice to each other, but really, I mean, we're all adults. It's not someone else's fault if someone's unhappy. If they're unhappy, it's something internally that they need to figure out and they need to work on. So, you know, so yeah, this is for Keith, because he liked my other video, and I just wanted to explain that to him, because I don't want him to go out and be like, oh, well, I got you a card, and thinking it's worth more than 1 point. It's not. So, you know, so stack up the points for your ladies, and stack up, like, you know, this way. You know, you guys will do well in a relationship. And women, your silence is worth your weight in gold. Like, if you asked a man to do 10 things that day and he said no to all 10 because you're asking a yes or no question, honey, will you help take out the trash? No. Honey, will you do this or that? No. Honey, I need you to go to the store and get milk for the baby. And like, if he doesn't do it and that's the only thing you actually need him to do, even though you asked him for help throughout the day because you wanted him to know that you needed his help, and you know, if you're silent, that man will go out and get that milk for you because he'll realize that you actually need it. So women have a lot of power as well as men do. Like, men have a lot of power as well because, you know, men are the head of the household usually. They work outside the home. They have a lot of say in everything that, you know, goes on. And women are usually the one that carries out everything inside the house. So, you know, like, you both have a lot of power in your relationships, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But, you know, you both have to stack up points in your relationships. This way, you know, this woman isn't sitting there going, I have 30 points and he has 0 points. Who is this guy sitting on my couch here? You know, because he's building testosterone as he's sitting. And women, when they sit down, they think of all the things that they have to do. Their brains get more and more active because they're like, oh, I'm sitting here when I should be doing dishes, when I should be taking out the trash, when I should, like, their minds start going to all the things that they have to do. So, you know, but that's just, you know, the differences between men and women. They're beautiful differences, you know. And, you know, so that's it for my update. This update is actually for Keith Parker. I'm glad that you liked the other video because James hates when I ramble about this type of stuff. So I'm glad that someone else is getting use out of it. So, because he thinks my point system that works for all women is rigged. I'm like, okay, well, you know, give me a compliment. He's like, I'm not giving you compliments. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, give me, you know, tell me that you love me. He's like, you're just fishing for more compliments or whatever, and he won't do it. He refuses to do it. And he doesn't realize how damaging that is to our relationship. So one day I hope that he'll get it and he'll, you know, be like, oh, baby, you're beautiful. I love you, you know, whatever. So one day, maybe. But right now I get a lot of, well, you're fat and you're lazy because I have a daughter to take care of, and my house isn't spotless anymore. So whatever. It's all good. And my body obviously isn't the same as before I had a baby, but it's not bad. It's about the same. It's just a little different, and it's whatever. So, you know, this is it for my rambling update, and Karina and I are playing on the floor, and we are going to go do Your Baby Can Read. I'm going to have to ask James to shut off whatever TV show he's watching because it's distracting to my daughter, or else I'm going to have to do Your Baby Can Read inside the bedroom, which is fine because after Your Baby Can Read, we're doing a story time. So, alright, that's it. I have to go.